At first light, when the air tastes of wet earth and crushed stems, black ribbons lift over the drenched grasslands of southern Africa. A male long-tailed widowbird rises into the cool morning, a creature of velvet black with shoulders like glowing embers. And behind him, a tail that seems to defy gravity, floating on the breeze like a calligrapher's stroke. He belongs to the weaver family, a lineage renowned for its intricate nests and extravagant displays. But this bird is more than just a spectacle. He is a strategy in flight, a living question asking what beauty is for and what it truly costs. His flight is not the swift, efficient dart of a hunter. It is a slow, deliberate patrol, a rhythmic thudding of wings as he circuits the perimeter of his domain. This unhurried, almost laborious journey across the sky is a performance. In the breeding season, his tail grows to an astonishing length, often longer than his entire body. It is a magnificent ornament, but also a profound burden. It steals his speed, drags in the wind, and makes every climb an exercise in raw power. Only a male in peak physical condition, a male with exceptional stamina and robust health, can afford to carry such a banner. And that is the first, most fundamental truth of the long-tailed widowbird. His tail is not for speed. It is for being chosen. The watching females, camouflaged in the tall grass below, are the judges of this aerial pageant. For them, a longer, more pristine tail is an undeniable advertisement of genetic quality. It is a testament to the male's ability to find food, to evade predators, and to resist disease, all while bearing this beautiful handicap. This is not mere speculation. It is a conclusion drawn from one of the most elegant experiments in evolutionary biology. In the year 1982, a team of biologists meticulously captured several males. On some, they trimmed the tails. On others, they attached extra feathers, artificially lengthening them. A third group was handled and released unchanged as a control. The results, published in the journal Nature, were unequivocal. The males with the artificially lengthened tails attracted significantly more females to nest in their territories. The tail, even when its cost was exaggerated, was the key. This dynamic gives rise to a polygynous society. One persuasive, high-stamina male may charm several females, each of whom will build a nest and raise a brood within the borders of his defended territory. When a challenger dares to enter his airspace, the resident male doesn't dive into a chaotic fight. Instead, he climbs, slows his wing beats even further, and puts his tail on full display. His scarlet shoulder patches flash with each turn, a brilliant warning until the intruder, outmatched by this show of vigor, peels away. His claim is reinforced by a dry, buzzing song, a sonic fence marking the boundaries of his grassy kingdom. But the spectacle in the air is only half the story. Romance here is woven, not just sung. After his morning patrols, the male drops from the sky, disappearing into a marshy swale where the grass still shines with rain. He is a weaver by heritage, and now his other skills come to the forefront. But in this species, the craft is divided. He selects fresh, pliant blades of grass and, with practiced skill, begins to weave them between two sturdy stems. He is not building a complete nest. He is building a frame, a neat green oval with a side entrance, tucked low and hidden from prying eyes. Each frame is an invitation. Its fresh green color signals to a visiting female that it was made recently by a male who is still present and actively defending the territory. He will construct several of these nest starters throughout his patch, each one a promise of safety, skill, and a high-quality location. When the frames are ready, he returns to the sky for another slow pass, then drops back to the ground with a soft call that says, "Come and see what I have to offer." A female, her plumage a practical streaked brown, slips through the grass. She lands on one of his frames, tugs at a fiber, and tests its structural integrity. She is the finisher, the true architect of the nursery. Most frames will be rejected, and the male will have to cut them away and start anew. But if she approves, she will accept his offering. She will then take over, meticulously weaving in finer grasses to complete the dome, lining it with soft seed heads and preparing it for her clutch of 2 or 3 pale freckled eggs. By offering a half-finished house, the male demonstrates not only his building skill, but also the quality of his territory. The female's choice is based on the complete package, the breathtaking flight, the well-defended space, and the promise of a safe foundation for her young. He will mate with her and then largely step back, returning to his duties as guardian of the territory's borders, while she incubates the eggs and, later, feeds the hatchlings on the rich supply of insects that emerges with the rains. A single, especially successful male might persuade several females to accept his frames, each raising a family in her own private nest within his domain. When the season of courtship wanes and the last fledgling has taken to the air, a profound transformation occurs. The velvet cape comes off. Through a gradual molt, the male sheds his extravagant plumage. The sleek black fades to a mottled earthy brown, mirroring the female's camouflage. The brilliant shoulder patches dull and vanish under streaky coverts. And most dramatically, the famous tail is shed, replaced by a shorter, practical set of feathers that cuts down on drag and conserves energy. The flamboyant performer becomes a quiet survivalist. His diet shifts primarily to grass seeds, which he cracks with a sturdy, conical bill. He no longer patrols a solitary territory, but joins loose flocks, drifting through the grasslands with other widowbirds. There is safety in numbers, with more eyes to watch for danger and to spot new patches of food. As evening falls, they gather in communal roosts, often in reed beds over water, their bodies pressed close for warmth and security. The advertisement is over. The time for quiet endurance has begun. This entire finely tuned cycle of display, courtship, and survival depends on one thing: the health of the high grasslands. But this stage for one of nature's most breathtaking dramas is shrinking. Early mowing for agriculture, overgrazing by livestock, and encroaching development are putting pressure on these vital habitats. A display that relies on tall stems for its floating flight and hidden nests loses its power when the grass is cut short. A diet that follows the rhythm of ripening seeds is disrupted when the landscape is altered. Protecting this habitat is not just about saving a single species. It is about preserving one of evolution's most vivid and accessible stories. It is a story of beauty as an honest signal, of cost as a measure of worth, and of the profound power of choice in shaping the living world. By leaving verges of tall grass uncut, by managing grazing patterns, and by preserving wetland areas, we can ensure that this seasonal dance stays in step for generations to come. From the audacious length of his tail to the quiet partnership in nest building, the long-tailed widowbird is a marvel of strategy and survival. We would love to hear which of its characteristics captivated you the most. Share your thoughts in the comments below and tell us why that particular detail resonated with you.